Amitava, it is important to identify when one is saturated with something, realize and try something different within it or different from it. I'm trying to trace him as a Renaissance polymath, a juggler in the circus who seldom lets his guard down. What is important is to understand and analyze if all these expressions are consistent at a level to be called a practiced art or not. I'm confident about my acting and writing, not sure of the others. He will always play down his achievements. We are looking at Impressionist paintings today, the marvel of an art movement that developed a century and a half back and liberated painting from detailed portraiture. How the human face and the figure are rendered abstract, the details are in the colors, the drama, the landscape instead of the human. I have always revered the idea of dwarfing man in retrospect of space. Yes, details drift and saturations shift perspectives. He nods thoughtfully as I show him some of my favorites. Paul Gauguin's landscape, Edvard Munch's Dancing on Shore, Claude Monet's Argenteuil, and Vincent van Gogh's La Nuit Étoile, the 1888 version. Van Gogh is his favorite painter for the pained mysticism that shrouds the artist, whose insanity sadly garners more introspection than his paintings. I remind him what the hero says in Andrei Tarkovsky's Nostalgia, that in our age a man must build pyramids. When asked the meaning of it, Tarkovsky mentioned in an interview later, "It is that man should aspire to spiritual greatness. He should leave behind his secrets that a million years from now others will need to decipher, not ruins which only bring to mind traces of a catastrophe. I don't know. In any event, not the nuclear plant at Chernobyl, just the opposite." Discussions on posterity always leave us with bated silence. An eternally dissatisfied man, I always feel more now that he becomes pensive in front of the grandeur of art, more pensive than rejoiced. A child is always free because he is completely self-absorbed. Don't you think so? As you recently saw your son grow up, there is no compelling need to be consistent. Consistency limits desire. Maybe. His face looms with the shadow of pain. I do agree with him. The whole objective of growing up is to favor repetition and to have oneself completely dependent on it. Between the two ends of the spectrum, between a lack of details and a saturation of it, flow our beliefs. Some lives teem with repeatable saturations. Some cry in depleted agony.
হয়তো তোমারই জন্য হয়েছি প্রেমে যে বন্য, জানি তুমি অনন্য, আশার হাত বাড়ায়